We're going to cover how we got to this clog. This is, of course, that first pass at a drawing made into a 3D object that you could 3D print. Now, normally we start with the origin, like anything else, and what we really need is for you to have a drawing of the shoe that you want to make, or the trace of your actual foot. Remember, we started with that. So if I hide this, you'll see that we started with this drawing. The next drawing that we need to make is actually for your ankle. But before we make that, we have to make a plane so we can loft it above your ankle. So let's look at how we did that, and that's right here under the construct tool, where you would just grab a plane and you would drag it up to where you would want it to be. Now remember, you want this a little bit higher than your ankle, and you would want it to be a little bit wider than the narrow part of your foot that happens underneath the ankle, because this is a clog. It doesn't have to fit the ankle, but it should be relatively easy to get on and off. Alright, from that, we then, we have another sketch. We then created sketches on this plane, this sort of center plane, if you look there. The reason we did that is because we need to create lines that are going to guide the last. Now, the last comes first. A last, before we even made this, we made a last. That is the negative space that goes into your shoe. And this isn't a very good one, but it's an okay one for our purposes. And what this is it's a guided surface body where it is a profile traveling through space along this rail to meet the other profile. So if we look at our sketches, we have these two sketches. And then we made another plane. Remember, you make a plane offset by grabbing a surface and saying where it should go. In this case, we wanted that plane offset to go about right there, sort of this like in between where our ankle space is. And that's because your foot starts to curve around there. Then we made another set of drawings. Those drawings were spline lines, again to guide the curve. Now the important part of this, the really important part, are these coincidences right here. The spline goes slightly past, and it is coincident with your ellipse for your ankle space. The spline line also meets up right here at the bottom for that traced part of your foot. The reason this is important is because when I move this, it links the rest of this file together, but it remains part of that drawing. It knows where it is in space. Let's take, for example, over here, I have a pinch point. If I change this point slightly, it will update that. If I move this up, it makes it more pinched. If I move it down, it makes it less pinched. You can see it because it's showing you the shadows here. Now there is one more surface that we can add that will help this quite a bit, but we'll do that in a future video. But for now, you have these guide curves, and again, you can shift them and it will shift the shape itself of your last. So that's the last. The next thing we did was we offset a surface. So this is a mesh surface, and you'll find it right here. It's under this command, offset. That's going to give you, a material thickness, and then we thickened that material. So if we go back to our original loft, right here, we go into the loft command, and we have a profile down at the bottom, we have a profile up at the top, and then right here where it says rails, we start to use these spline lines, and that guides your surface. Alright, so when we move forward and we have that offset body, that mesh body, we then thickened it. We can go into this feature and see. We thickened it by 5 millimeters. And remember, you can right click any feature and you can tell it that you want to edit it by right clicking and saying edit feature. So in this case we went -5, so that way it would touch the last. Then, after we did that, we drew this sort of weird shape, because this weird shape is just a spline organic shape that's going to cut the top of this, and it's going to separate the body of this, and that's what's going to give us that clog look. Remember, that's in the middle, so we're just extruding it all the way through, and that we did with this extrusion right here. So it will show us immediately, but if you want, you can go into the extrusion, and you can see it's going to extrude it through that shape, so it's going to cut that out for us. So we have our extruded clog. Now, I rounded some of the bottom pieces because they were very rigid down here, so you can see that that's a fillet. this feature right here. Fillet is located right there. And then afterwards, we made some updated sketches, some other things you want to change. This is by no means perfect, but that is a quick walkthrough of how we did this. So if we start from the scratch, position, we just say, okay, this is like a surface that is lofted and thickened.